You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, ABC soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube. And we want to talk about Nina Reeves today, specifically if the whole of Port Charles, everyone in Port Charles, are they going to turn on Nina Reeves because of what she has done to Carly and Drew? I want to dig in and talk about this. We have a little laundry list of things to consider on whether she will become the latest town pariah in good old Port Chuck. But first, if you haven't already clicked subscribe, reach down, push that button so you don't miss any of our updates, any of our General Hospital spoilers, casting news, and everything you need to know about your favorite soap opera. So let's dig into this. This past week, Sonny Corinthos told Nina Reeves that he is going to find out who turned Carly and Drew into the SEC. And he said, even if they're no longer married, they're still family, and family protects its own. So right away, Nina should have already known that she had stepped in doo-doo by having Martin report this stuff to the SEC. But she didn't think it through because realistically, remember, Ava Jerome also warned her. She warned her before the point of no return. Ava said, don't do this. Sonny's going to find out. It won't go well. There's no way he will forgive you this. You will lose him. And Ava knows what Sonny's tolerance levels are because she skates around them all the time. And the bottom line is that she did it anyway, and Sonny has vowed to find out who turned in his former friend and his ex-wife. And he's got high-powered people working for him. He's got federal people on the take, apparently. And it seems like he is going to definitely find out that the information came from Martin Gray. Now, Martin Gray has a few clients in town, so maybe that will help, because if Sonny approaches him, Martin can just say it's attorney-client privilege. However, we know that Sonny is going to get this information. Whether he gets it from Martin or not, whether there's other clients that could possibly be to blame for this situation, Sonny is going to find out what Nina did, and he is going to lose it. And I feel like that's going to be a deal breaker. Like, I feel like her calling the SEC on Carly is the catalyst for what is eventually going to be Nina and Sonny's breakup sooner rather than later, and then Sonny pursuing Carly again after he bails her bacon out of the fire because she was engaged in insider trading. Let's don't get this crooked. She did the crime. Now, it's not likely that she'll do the time, but she definitely did the crime. But Sonny is going to turn on Nina once he finds this out. There doesn't seem like there's any way that she can hang on to him once this comes out. There's no way he's going to tolerate it. So in terms of people in Port Charles turning on her, Sonny is going to be one of the first. Carly's not going to turn on her because Carly had already turned on her. So it's not like there's any love lost between her and Carly. And I'm not sure if Carly can actually hate Nina more than she does now. So I think she's already kind of at 1,000 with her. Drew Cain has been civil with her, but that's probably over now too. And then what about Michael Corinthos, for instance? Because the initial reason he was chasing this horrible revenge on Sonny was to punish Sonny for choosing Nina over Carly, which is what he felt happened. Now, he is likely going to let this vendetta against Sonny slide unless Sonny decides to keep Nina, but I don't think Sonny's going to keep Nina after this. But it's likely that because of Willow asking him, that Michael is not going to turn over the information on his dad to the feds. So then Michael's going to have plenty of time to pursue revenge against Nina with the same gusto and the big budget that he did when he sicked Dex on Sonny. So Michael might very well do something really bad to her, and he has been not welcoming, but not horrible to her. He just doesn't want Willow upset. But after this, that's it. He is not going to give her the time of day or even even a semblance of politeness. So Sonny, Carly, Drew, Michael. And what about Willow Tate? Think about that. Remember, Willow basically sees Carly as her surrogate mother. Harmony was a terrible mom, and Nina, through no fault of her own, was an absentee mom. But then Carly got to know her even before this whole thing came out, and she and Carly are really close. And the fact that, remember, Willow just asked Nina, let this vendetta with Carly go. Just let it go. Just make peace. Do it for me. And Nina said, I'll try to. To be fair, Nina had already turned them over to the SEC at the point that Willow asked her this. But Willow is not going to be interested in her splitting hairs on the timing of it. She is just going to see it as, I asked you to stop this vendetta. You didn't stop this vendetta. Now someone I care about, who is like a mom to me, is facing jail time. So any ground that Nina has gained with Willow is likely going to be lost. And that means she is probably going to again lose any shot she has of seeing either of her grandchildren. So other people that are going to turn on her include all of the Quartermaines, because this whole insider trading scandal reflected badly on ELQ. So Nina has basically cast the light of the SEC their direction, and you never want a governmental agency looking at you like that. So the Qs aren't going to like it. And plus, they see Michael and Willow as their own, as part of their family. So that's another problem for her. Curtis has always been very understanding of Nina, even when she has been acting out. But that could end soon. She could lose one of her really best friends in Curtis, because not that he cares terribly much about Carly, but he cares a whole lot about Drew. And this put Drew at risk when Drew was only casually talking to a friend of his, not realizing that she was going to do something illegal. So he's kind of collateral damage in all this, and Curtis won't like that. She might lose his friends. The doctors and nurses at General Hospital who work with Willow, who know Michael that well, like Bobby and all her friends, they're going to hate on her. So with all these people in Port Charles turning on Nina, once this all comes out, who will she have left in her corner? I can think of 5 people. I can think of 5 people. Liesl Obrecht, of course, because, you know, that's her niece and she loves her. And let's face it, Liesl has done worse. Scotty, because he doesn't like Sonny or Carly, either one. And he also doesn't like criminals getting away with crimes. And he loves Liesl. So she's got Scotty in her corner. There's Maxie Jones, because she loves her and their family. And Maxie understands what it's like to behave badly when you want revenge. Maxie doesn't have clean hands, and she does really care about Nina. And then we've also got Valentine Cassadine and Sasha Gilmore. Those two would not turn on her because Sasha came to town lying about being her daughter. So she's got no room to talk. And she now does see Nina as a mother figure. And then Valentine would never turn on her because he has certainly done worse things. And also because of what he did related to Sasha, to bringing her to town and all those lies and everything. So she'll have 5 people left in her corner. That's not terribly bad for a potential town pariah. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital updates, spoilers, and news right here on Soap Dirt at YouTube. Let us know in the comments, do you think anybody else you can think of that might stay on Nina's side after this fallout? Is there anybody else besides the ones we listed, or is she going to be a flat-out town pariah?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.